Hi guys, I think it's on. I don't know. We're just gonna hope so. I wanted to pop on here because I was feeling really inspired to want to talk about holding space versus presence. And those are both things that come up quite a bit in the communities of Teal Tribe, of the completion process, or just spirituality and emotional healing work in general. And I really wanted to kind of differentiate between the two and to kind of let you know, what case to use each in, right? So let's just dive right in. What I equate presence being is basically meeting somebody else exactly where they're at and connecting with them without any expectation of them being any different. So that's basically how I would define presence. It's basically spending time with anyone just for the sake of wanting to be there with them and to not need them to be any different than how they are. That's what I define presence as. And presence also being unconditional. So you have unconditional presence, meaning that you're there specifically because you want to be connecting with that person, feeling into their world, and also providing intimacy, and not in the weird sexual way. Intimacy can be really broken down into me see intimacy, right? So that's presence, and I think that is something that is lacking in this world for sure. But there's also this other concept called holding space that you see a lot of people really bring up when it comes to the healing arts, when it comes to spirituality, metaphysics, whatever the case. And it's kind of one of those terms that I feel like is being thrown out there so much now, and nobody really knows what it means anymore. And I'm already seeing people in groups like Teal Tribe, whenever somebody says holding space, they're like, ugh, I just want to vomit in my mouth. I'm so sick of hearing somebody tell me I'm going to hold space for you. Like, it's becoming almost like an overused term where there's not that much backing or meaning to it anymore. Like, kind of like how namaste became so mainstream and so common that when you hear it, it's almost like empty feeling when you hear it from somebody. It doesn't have that like genuine meaning that it used to. So what I want to say about holding space. Now, I think holding space is kind of taking presence to the next level. So presence we previously defined as basically being able to stay with somebody, not needing them to be any different, and giving them your undivided, unconditional presence, basically, right? So holding space basically means that you are offering that level of presence with somebody, right? But what you're doing is you're holding that person in a particular space. Now, this can be done in general, just saying that you're holding space for somebody while you're being present with them. But what you can do is you can take holding space to the next level now and actually make it intentional. So what kind of space is it that you're holding somebody in, right? You can actually define that, and you can set your intention for that. So to give you guys an example, basically when I work with clients, I do a lot of emotional healing work, shadow work, completion process work. So what I'm doing is I'm holding the space for my clients to find their most optimal healing and happiness. So what I do is I hold space by literally setting the ground, setting the environment, setting the tone before I even work with a client, by holding the space of their optimal healing and highest potential. So I'm holding the space up here for a client while I'm offering presence to them, and this is where a client might meet me when we first get on the call. And because my frequency is so high, I'm holding such a high space for them, what ends up happening is they come and meet me up here by the time that our session is over, because I'm holding the space for their highest potential of healing and happiness, and, you know, actually having things that they want in their life, and, you know, moving past blocks, whatever it is that you're trying to do, whether it's healing a physical ailment, whether it is, you know, trying to just clear away any trauma and wounds from your childhood, or whether it's the opposite, when you're just trying to create something in your life. I can hold somebody in a space of love. I can hold somebody in a space of having everything they can ever want and what that could feel like, you know what I mean? So holding space for me is different, because what you do is you get to choose what kind of space it is that you're holding them in. And essentially, by virtue of you setting that intention, you are helping to fertilize that situation. You're helping to fertilize what it is that you're doing with that person, whether it's just offering them presence or actually doing some specific intentional healing work. So I found that to be particularly powerful, and I just wanted to throw that out there because you see these terms being thrown around left and right, and it's like, does anybody even really know what it is anymore? And this is just my take on it. Like, I'm sure there could be many perspectives. I'd love to hear if anybody else has anything else they want to chime into that. But yeah, I just really wanted to get on here and talk about that because I've been seeing a lot of those comments floating around where it's like, ew, don't tell me you're going to hold space for me. I hate when people say that, blah, blah, blah. But, like, to know that I so get why you're saying that because it is an overused, like, undefined term like namaste these days. So I so get it. And you're right to feel that way if you're seeing it thrown around so much and it's not having that genuine backing and genuine meaning coming behind it, that authenticity, right? So I just felt like I needed to hop on here and clarify that. I'm going to check the comments now. I have it facing horizontal this time. Usually I have Facebook Live facing the other way, so I can't really see the comments that well. So let me see what's going on here. All right. Oh, I'm scrolling all the way up. Mikey Rogers is watching. Hi, Mikey. Deborah and Rita are watching. Jennifer says hi. Hi, Jennifer. Rita says hi. Hi, Rita. Akiho's watching. Deborah says hello. Mikey says, wow, that's very good. Thank you. I just really feel like nobody really just talks about these topics that much and doesn't really do much to define it, if that makes any sense. Jennifer says, I'm having the most fucked time of my life, and I feel you. Oh, thank you. And I'm so sorry that you're having that time right now, but I'm here to help you hold space for that. So that's another way that you can also look at holding space. That's like not only holding space with the intention of like what kind of space you're holding that person in, but you can also hold space for what it is that they're going through. So let's say, for example, that somebody's experiencing abandonment. What I can do is hold space for their abandonment so it doesn't feel like so much pressure and so intense for them. And it's like someone sharing the burden almost in a way by you holding that space along with them. So it makes it easier for them to complete the emotional cycle and to feel it all the way through. But at the same exact time, while I'm holding space for somebody's abandonment trauma, I'm also holding them in a space of absolute love and connection, so that they're going to just raise their frequency to come match that at the same time that I'm being there for them in the way that they are, and not needing them to change, just holding my intention for the space I want to hold them in, but meeting them exactly where they are and being present unconditionally exactly where they are. That just came out as part 2 of what I was trying to define holding space as. Sean Merlin says, marry me, ring, ring, ring. I love it. Let's see. Jennifer says, as a doula, my goal is to hold space for the mama. I agree, it's a trend. Yeah, it totally is a trend. It's just one of those things that just kind of popped up. And it's like, well, what the hell does that even mean? Nobody really sits there and defines it for you. It's just kind of one of those things that gets tossed around quite a bit. And nobody even knows what it is anymore. Jennifer says, namaste, vegans make me ill. I laugh because I kind of feel the same way, unless I know or can feel or sense that like what they're saying when they're saying namaste is like genuine and true to what namaste means, which for anyone who doesn't know, namaste like genuinely means like the soul in me, the divine in me recognizes the divine in you. But is that often why we're saying it? No, it's just kind of now become like a courtesy or an expression. Kind of like, oh, have a good evening. You just say, oh, namaste, because I'm talking to spiritual people. But it's not really like using what it actually stands for in conversation anymore. Dylan is on. Hi, Dylan. Jennifer says, I need to meet you, love. You are 100% real and honest. So appreciated. Aw, that is so sweet. Thank you, Jennifer. I'd love to meet you. Dylan says, I love you. I love you so much, Dylan, and I want to see you very, very soon. If you're still watching, Dylan, you should come visit me at Celestial Awakenings tomorrow. I would love that very much. Sarah says hi. Hi, Sarah. Peter Rivard is watching. Hello. Robert says, space holding magics. Totally. It is magical. Nick is watching. Hi, Nick. Rita says, you're so right. I don't even say that to people anymore because it is so commonplace now. Yeah, I so get that. And I think it's so sad because holding space and the true concept of what it means and what it can do, I think, is so powerful and profound. So it does make me sad to some degree to see that it is so overused and undervalued, and not even known for what it is. So yeah, that's what I'm trying to hopefully reinstill here, is the true meaning about what it is and how to use it and how to do it. Jennifer says, "You are by words and looks so true." Thanks. Well, thank you. Let's see. Nikki and Lacey says, "Hi, hello." Oops, what did I do? Oh wait, here we go. Rita says, "Jennifer, I'm a doula too." That's awesome. So yeah, you guys, I just wanted to come on here and kind of just have a little talk about that. But if you guys have any questions or anything that you guys want to input while I'm still here, feel free to drop those questions or comments right now. Otherwise, I'm just going to hop off here. Drinking some green juice right now. I just made it. And then I'm also in the process of brewing kombucha. I haven't made my own kombucha in a couple of years, and I'm really excited about it. So I'm waiting for the tea mixture stuff downstairs to cool off before I can add the culture to it, so that should be fun. What else? Then I have a client in a little bit, an international client. So cool. Dawn Proctor is watching, Amanda Poor is watching. Hello, you guys. So basically I might end it here unless anybody has any questions or things they want to share. Otherwise, I'm just going to go drink this beautiful, vibrant, full of life green juice, and maybe I'll throw this on my YouTube because I like this topic a lot. Hi, Priscilla. Alright, you guys, so I think I'm going to hop off, but feel free to leave any comments even after this is live, and I'll hopefully get back to those when I can. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Mwah, mwah. Bye.